Do you ever wake up with big plans, only to spend hours doing absolutely nothing? You tell yourself you'll start soon, but instead you end up sinking into the couch, completely stuck. While it feels like a failure of character, this paralysis is actually a biological response rooted in how your brain processes energy and rewards. Thousands of years ago, human survival depended on conserving precious energy for hunting and protection. Because of this, your brain evolved to favor comfort and easy rewards as a survival mechanism. Modern conditions like digital overstimulation, chronic sleep deprivation, and ambient stress keep this ancient conservation mode permanently switched on. Your brain is trying to save you from exhaustion, but it's doing so by shutting down your motivation to work. Bypass this resistance by treating it as a system error rather than a lack of willpower. To start this protocol, you will need a pen, a piece of paper, your smartphone, and one specific task you've been procrastinating on. By identifying these biological triggers, you can intentionally change your environment to force the brain back into an active state. This is the stress avoidance cycle. When you set a massive, undefined goal, the brain perceives it as a threat to its energy reserves. It chooses avoidance to save energy, which creates more stress and then loops right back into further avoidance. Breaking this cycle requires shrinking the goal until it no longer triggers that threat detection system. If the task is small enough, the brain stops resisting. Take your pen and paper, write down your massive procrastinated goal, then cross it out. Below it, write a drastically reduced 5-minute version. If your goal is to write a report, your new task is to write for 5 minutes. Be careful to avoid any complexity here. If the microtask requires too much thought or planning, your brain will still find a reason to hesitate. It must be a task you can execute instantly. This reduction neutralizes the friction of starting. It turns an intimidating wall into an effortless first step that your brain can easily accept. This graph illustrates a dopamine spike. Every time you scroll through social media or check notifications, your brain receives an immediate artificial chemical reward, followed by a sharp crash below your normal baseline. After this crash, normal, productive tasks feel physically exhausting because your brain is struggling to find any pleasure or motivation in them. You become stuck waiting for the next easy hit. Open your smartphone settings right now. Locate the digital well-being or screen time menu to see where your motivation is being drained. Select your most distracting apps, the ones you scroll mindlessly, and apply a strict 15-minute daily cap to all of them. Starving your brain of these cheap, instant rewards forces it to rediscover motivation in real-world productivity. You are resetting your baseline. A sedentary lifestyle slows down your circulation, creating physical sensations that the brain interprets as true exhaustion. Getting your blood moving can often provide more energy than an hour of rest. To ensure your brain has the recovery it needs, we will use a sleep lock-in. Set a daily alarm for exactly 8 hours before you intend to wake up. This is your mandatory signal to stop all activity. Next, configure a second daily alarm. This serves as a prompt for a 10-minute movement break. Whether it's walking or stretching, this break keeps your energy levels from stagnating. Now, place your phone face down and pick up your micro-target note. Pause the video right here and execute that 5-minute task immediately. Momentum is generated through immediate, imperfect action. Taking this first step is the only way to break the cycle and prove the system works. Welcome back. By completing that micro-target, you have successfully overridden your brain's natural resistance. You have now blocked your digital drains, automated your recovery, and generated your own momentum through direct action. To keep this going, remember that done is always better than perfect. Perfectionism is simply another form of procrastination that will stall your progress. Lock in your accountability by commenting the micro-target you just completed below, and subscribe to the Daily Momentum for more science-based systems. Overcoming laziness is a result of the daily management of your digital and biological environment. That single 5-minute task is the foundation for everything you'll achieve tomorrow.